Hello students, good morning to all. The students for literature, English literature. I am going to teach you the important lesson on practical thing. The practical thing is that in this life we should have proper education, proper wisdom, and they should be utilized for our betterment. So students, I introduce myself as I am Dr. Shar Bhargav, Associate Professor, Department of English. Today, the topic in our second paper, Prose and Fiction, in the essays, we have an essay. The name of the essay is Knowledge and Wisdom. This essay is written by Bertrand Russell. Bertrand Russell has been regarded as the greatest writer, and in this essay we are critically analyzing. First of all, I introduce Bertrand Russell. Bertrand Russell wrote 55 books. In addition, hundreds of his articles, both in philosophy and in other topics, have been published in over 40 anthologies developed by his writings. Over the course of long career, Russell made significant contributions, not just to philosophy but to a range of other subjects as well, as one of the foremost philosophers of the 20th century. So Bertrand Russell has been known as the greatest philosopher to the general public. However, he was best known as a campaigner for peace and as a popular writer on social, political and moral subjects. As a popular writer, he has been declared or known as a campaigner for peace. During a long, productive and often turbulent life, he published more than 70 books, about 2000 articles, married 4 times, becomes involved in innumerable public controversies, and was honored and reviled in almost equal measure throughout the world. So his contribution to the world is very remarkable. The name of the topic we have knowledge and wisdom. This is based on his very important subject. According to Russell, knowledge is defined. What is knowledge? Knowledge is defined as the acquisition of data and information. Acquisition means acquirement, getting, while wisdom is defined as the practical application and use of the knowledge to create value. Wisdom is gained through learning and practical experience, not just memorization. Wisdom is gained through learning and practical experience. We get wisdom when we use learning and practical experience in our life. A sense of preparation is very much necessary for wisdom. By inventing machine or scientists may reduce the infant death rate. Apparently, it leads to population explosion and shortage of food. The standard of life comes down. The standard of the life comes down. If misused, knowledge of atom can lead human to destruction by manufacturing nuclear weapon. The writer says that the knowledge is important, but if we misuse the knowledge, if we have atom bomb to destroy the public humanity, it is useless. But we have experience, knowledge and wisdom which should be used for creative things. Knowledge without wisdom can be harmful. This essay is comparatively useful because we have wisdom, knowledge, and knowledge without wisdom is harmful. Even complete knowledge is not enough. For example, Hegel wrote with great knowledge about history but made the Germans believe that they were a master race. It is believed that Germans are known as the better caste in the world, and it was declared by Hegel. It led to war. It is necessary, therefore, to combine knowledge with feelings. We need wisdom both in public and private life. We need wisdom to decide the goal of our life. We need it to free ourselves from personal prejudices. Personal prejudice. Prejudice is the feeling to think bad for others. Wisdom is needed to avoid dislike for one another. Wisdom is needed to avoid dislike for one another. We should use our wisdom to avoid bad things and to get the correct things for the welfare of the society. Two persons may remain enemies because of their prejudice. If they can be told that we will all have flaws, then they may become friends. It is presumed that two friends become enemies because of their prejudice, but they can be friends if they remove their flaws in their mind. So, hatred should be our slogan. Hate hatred. Wisdom lies in freeing ourselves from the control of our sense organs. Our ego develops through our senses. Our ego develops through our senses. We can't be free from the sense of sight, sound, and touch. It means that the sense of humor, sense of sight, sense of sound, sense of touch, these things make us egoist. We know the world primarily through our senses. As we grow, we discover that there are other things also. We start recognizing them, thus, we give up thinking of ourselves alone. We start thinking of other people and grow wiser. We give up on our ego. Wisdom comes when we start loving others. So, the writer says that we have both things simultaneously. We have wisdom, we have knowledge. Both are complementary to each other, and sometimes they are contrary, because if they used in proper discretion, they are right, but if they are used for destructive method, they are very harmful. In the essay, the writer has described some things which are related to both things. In the essay, we have to discuss two things once again: knowledge and wisdom. He says they are not same things, they are different things. Knowledge is defined as a collection of data, and wisdom is defined as the practical application, use of knowledge to create value. It is value based. How can we gain wisdom? Wisdom we can get through learning and a practical experience. A sense of proportion is very much necessary for wisdom. Sense of proportion. Proportion, equal distribution. By inventing medicine, a scientist may reduce the infant death rate. For example, if a doctor wants to reduce the death rate, he has to be very practical. He has to divide his wisdom in proper sense. Apparently, it leads to population explosion and shortage of food. The standard of life comes down if we misuse the weapons atoms, it leads to human destruction by manufacturing nuclear weapon. When knowledge becomes harmful when it is used without wisdom. Even complete knowledge is not enough. For example, Hegel wrote, according to Hegel, that Germans are known as the best people in the world. And this statement of Hegel made a controversy and it led to war, because it is necessary therefore to combine knowledge with feelings. We need wisdom both in public and private life. Where wisdom is needed, it is used both in public and private life. We need wisdom to decide the goal of our life. The goal of our life. What is the aim of our life? It depends on our decision to take proper decision with our wisdom. We need wisdom to make ourselves free from personal prejudices. Wisdom is needed when we are eager to remove our personal prejudice from our mind. Wisdom is needed to avoid a dislike for one another. If we don't like anybody, it is not wisdom. But if we remove hatred, we hate hatred, it is wisdom. If two persons are enemies, the reason is that they have some personal prejudice. But if it is absent in their relation, they are true friends. The writer focuses on the slogan hate hatred. Wisdom lies in freeing ourselves from the control of our sense organs. Wisdom can be understood if we want to make us free from the control of sense organs. When we feel ourselves egoist, it is useful for our sense, is harmful for senses. We can't be free from the sense of sight, sound and touch. Sensuousness is just a necessary thing in our life, but we know the world primarily through our senses. As we grow, we discover that there are other things too. We start recognizing them, then we give up thinking of ourselves alone. We start thinking of other people and grow wiser. We give up our ego. Wisdom comes when we start loving others. So wisdom comes effortlessly when we feel ourselves complete man, mature man, and we think that there is nothing in the world of hatred. If we begin to love the humanity, the people, when we recede from the hatred, anger, prejudice, we become wiser. We become a man of wisdom. And now we come to the conclusion. Russell feels that wisdom can be taught as a goal of education. Bertrand Russell feels that if we want to teach wisdom, we have a goal of education. The proper education makes us complete wise men. Even though we are born unwise, which we can't help, we can cultivate wisdom. If it is our fault that we are not wise, but we are born unwise, we can develop it gradually, slowly. Queen Elizabeth I, Henry IV, and Abraham Lincoln are some impressive personalities who fused vigor with wisdom and fought the war. These dynamic personalities had impressive personalities who combined vigor, courage, and with wisdom and fought the evil very well. So their examples are very remarkable. Thanks students, you have understood the topic. Thanks.